Bro, it's raining outside? Hold on a minute. Okay, hopefully that's not like taking up too much noise. I don't think you can hear it on the mic too much, but I love the sound of rain. It's kind of like light rain. I think it's like actually rain from the gutter just crashing down into the streets. Anyway, just like I said in the Panini video, my bad on the delay to getting these Coach Commies out. Your fucking video on the Everybody Loves Raymond had me in tears. Brandy loved it too, so thank you for that. It's beautiful. I haven't watched Everybody Loves Raymond in forever. It's not like one of those shows that I just wanted to go out of my way to like watch. I've never watched it through and through, but every time I watched it, I was like, this is pretty fucking funny. I don't know if I'll ever actually watch it. Maybe if I get super desperate. But anyway, we're playing BK on Jaguar. Your last BK demonstration on the console, ever since I played the console for a little bit, is absolutely mind-boggling. Not mind-boggling. You put my mind in a bottle, you shake it up, and then you spray it all over Barrick's naked body. I don't know, dude. It blows me away. So, Monsieur, Wrath of Godzilla, you mentioned that I could just skip to 5 minutes into the draft, but I did kind of like browse over you guys drafting, and I'm very curious. I know there's a lot of chatting.
People.
Holy shit.
We still lost, but
people who are like good with Bomb King.
So you guys talking about, or they're talking about, people with Bomb King are just really solid,
yeah, he was
and they can do work. So, you know, you pick up some BK, and I'm sure you do some work too. I haven't watched any of the gameplay, but I'm curious, just curious about how exactly these drafts go out. And I don't know. I don't think it has any significance or any relation. There's some relation to PC banning, but it looks like Koga, Talus, Terminus, and Victor. So Victor, Koga, and Talus all make sense to me. They're hit scan. They are auto firing. They can shred. I mean, burst fire probably with Vic, but it doesn't matter. With the whole, you know, people say that they're just busted on console with the whole, you know,
really bad.
aim assist. It can be really nuts. Good job asking for what people want. Someone wanted Genos. If you're able to get, and then I'm pretty sure, let's see, I think you probably grab BK here. They've grabbed 3 DPS, which is kind of nuts. So I would say that your team probably wants to grab maybe the BK with the Genos would be sick here. That would help a lot with being able to fight against the Xin. So I'd like to see like a BK plus like a really good tank. Someone that can deal with the Vivian and the Xin. With the Genos heals, I think you might want to go. We'll see. I don't know what tank you'd want to go. I do love Terminus. I think Terminus is a great tank versus Vivian. And he can like use his siphon to block pretty much any of the bombs and shit coming out from Amani. But of course, they got banned. So I assumed Inara, because this opens up the possibility of solo tank. But Inara plus Genos is, from my knowledge, not the greatest thing in the world. I don't know if you guys plan on going solo tank. Yes, you guys plan on going solo tank, and Tyra versus a Vivian. That seems risky. Dredge can definitely blow some shit up, and they've already locked in all their people, so it's fine. That's gonna be rough, but all right. More power to you, my friend.
Together.
See what you go. Chain reaction, you madman. Loadout. I made him out of clay. Am I recording? Okay, good. I had to look over to see if I was recording. So reinforced casing at a 3, like that. King's Court at a 5, like that. King's New Cloak at a 3, like that. Royal Decree at a 3, I think it's a good number. I think I need to change my loadout a little bit, but I think I have reinforced casing at a 5, and then King's New Cloak at a, or I think I have King's New Cloak at a 4, and then reinforced casing at a 2, and I think I'd like to do the 3-3 option that you go for. I'll have to do some math to figure out what exactly that extra 50 health is giving me. I don't think enough. But it just all pairs together really well with King's Court and King's New Cloak. And then Uncontrolled at a 1, it's 1-pointer, dude. Who cares, right? I think its build is very solid, and I'm actually going to kind of steal it. I'm always super tempted to go Nimble on Bomb King. I always like to say it, but Bomb King and Nimble just makes me feel like I can get my shots off a little bit better. Maybe it's because I tend to strafe aim a lot with BK. A lot of times I'll like look at the target and try to like kind of track them with my strafe aiming, and then do minor flicks off to the left or right side to lead them a little bit when I think they're gonna go a certain way. Okay, so you're typing. I'm gonna go. That's interesting. Oh right, so you have the keyboard plugged into the Xbox or your PS4, so you can also type in. Legit. Are you afraid to talk? You don't want to tell them?
I love it. The communication is.
You guys have really good communication. A lot of talking. I watched a little bit more, not in this video, but of you guys, of them chatting at least, and I liked it. Everyone was saying positive. Real quick, I need to turn this up.
I'm looking on that.
There we go.
That's done.
So pushing on the right side. Backing off. Use the grumpy to zone them out.
Barracks down. They're on the right side.
There you go.
They're coming through in the back. They're coming through in the back on the right side.
Oh.
You're good. You're good.
Vivian's just sitting down the hallway.
So you're just zoning them out right now. Good job at. Oh, did he? Oh, he didn't. Oh, so close. Nice. Nice, Sue. That was good. That was good. That was good. So there you just try to stay alive. You're zoning out the side. Really solid. I'm going to turn this down like a little bit more.
Okay, there we go. I got you. That's
Damn, them mics is just bumping, yo. Them mics is bumping. They say, listen to me.
Looking on Pat. Oh, I got Zen after me.
Okay, yeah, I got wrecked. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, baby. The Zen's going to come up from your right side, so be careful. I think you're pretty much boned here. Yeah. There you might have want to back off there a little bit quicker. But honestly, you were kind of in. You were kind of into the party. What are you going to do? The Inara might be able to make it in. I don't know if the Zen has ult. I also don't know if the Zen's running Guillotine, but this is one of the time he'll just be like, yeah! I know, scream real loud. Grumpy to get your Inara out.
Oh boy.
There you go. Good zoning, good zoning. I can't remember. Does that work on... It does. It works on Luna. We've gone. Yeah. Uh-oh. Poppy bomb out of there. Nice. Getting some good heals on you.
Yeah.
The wall should be dropping in a few... like now, did you want a Grumpy just to get them off the payload? Nice try on that, but the Zen was being all like up in your face. That's not cool, bro.
Come on over the top. She's down.
Hey, I noticed when you were playing, it showed 3 people being on the PS4. This is ranked, so everyone has to be on a controller, right? Oh, but a PC could play on the controller, right? And that's the same queue. Right.
Come up down. There we go. Get this pack. Oh. Boy.
Nice. That's a good use of Poppy and a Grumpy.
Right side's in.
Get that extra momentum. So now it's just trying to set up the choke points to make sure that they can't walk through anyway and ninja for you. Oop. Nice kill. That's a big stagger.
I'll watch this left side.
So what you could do is, this would be super risky, but push up in the middle and then look to the right and look to Poppy one of them off the map. But I think it was Barrick over there, so he's gonna be able to just dash back on. But you tried to do it anyway, and I think that's legit. If he didn't happen to have his Grumpy down, that's good. Tiberius is pushing it way too far. Way too far. But it looks like he saw the sky push up. Ooh, good stick.
Yeah, I would fall back a little bit, Tay.
Nice. That was long range. Good job putting the Grumpy down to help out the sky. You're doing a really good job at like using Grumpy to zone out some things and just to support your teammates. Holy shit, dude. Did you see that? Like, you saw that. You were aware of it. You were fucking there when you had to do it. Look at how much time this takes. Boom, boom, boom. Like, that's why I hate the VGS. People like, use your VGS. I'm like, fuck no. I'm not gonna like sit there for 10 seconds. Okay, legitimately a full almost 2 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2. So almost 2 seconds that you have to like take, where you could have been in a much better position to do VGS. I wish. There's only so. Okay, hide. Oh god. No, it's not gonna work. Okay, so what you could have done there is hid. And you can see the field of view. I think she's running over the left side. I think there is a relatively good chance she just would have flown past you, and then you could jump into the back line and then fuck the Imani, who's probably sitting right behind the statue. Your route was the other option, right? Yours was the other option, the viable option. It's just like the odds of that working. The timing would have just had to have been perfect, and the Poppy Bomb would have had to have like you would have had the most trajectory to just fly past that dragon and get behind the statue. But honestly, all you got to do is stick Imani twice, 3 times probably to get the kill. 2 sticks and then a third bomb blowing up near him. Oh, that's miserable, dude. God. Like, every time I hear Vivian just holding left click, I just, like... I get sad in my pantalones, dude. Oh.
We're down 2-0.
No. Bomb King going in. Oh, he sacked himself.
Bomb King going up, he sacked himself.
I know, Bomb King. It's alright.
Good job not ulting there.
So,
Zen's coming for me. He's flanking me. Vivian's
should we... I'm pretty sure she just used it, but... Yeah, I'm just in case. I don't like
trying to
being...
get to IO, but she's been staying.
So you're gonna be looking for an ult here, maybe? You see two people on the point right now. You know two people are there. Ulting here would be relatively good.
Alright,
You can ult in the back line too.
I'm going to the point.
Okay, fair enough. Targeting the Vivian's really good with BK because you have a better chance of blowing up the Sentinel bots, but I definitely would have tried to go for an ult there. Like, you knew there was two people on the point, you could have ulted onto the point and getting a free kill, or ulted in the back line because you knew your team was back there and you would have support and help to whoever you blew up. Definitely want to pull the trigger a little bit earlier than you think you do, just because you want to make sure to just get that stun. That's the main thing. Watch out behind you. This ult, I don't know if you're going to be able to get... Oh, bummer.
Oh, he's down. Ooh.
You zoned him out. You zoned him out. But it looked like the enemy team had already kind of been wiped out and backing up, and I would have maybe tried to save that ult for when they try to re-engage, which looks like it's right now as they're killing the NR. Just kind of as they're pushing in, just having that "give your king a big hug," just that noise scares the shit out of people. Good kill on the Zen. I don't know if you're gonna be able to. You tried to set that up. Now you just want to back off. You want to back off and go with your team. Just got a kill from with the Genos, but
Probably should have grabbed Corvus.
we'll probably just want to get on point now. And I agree. I think Corvus would have been a lot better in this lineup because there's something that you can just hit the heal button. You want someone that can hit the heal button that actually has significant heals when the Inara has her right click up. Setting up little traps here and there. Just blew it. I like that. Like the idea. Ooh, did that hit? Nice. Ooh. But just having that as like a kind of a sensory system. Like, is there someone there? Because if you blow that up right like a second or two after, there's a very small chance that they ran through it before you blew it up. And if they were going to get behind you to the point where they're going to jump on you before you had a chance, that would kind of give you that like idea of like, oh, there's someone there. So I think a really small thing, just kind of setting up a trap and then right-clicking it as you lose sight of them, just makes it so those situations, you know, in CS where you're watching a corner for 8 hours and then like the 1 second you look away, they peek. It kind of eliminates a little bit of that by setting up those traps and then detonating it right away. Oh, damn. I hate that, dude. Like, you don't think the Grumpy's going to hit anything, and you just kind of detonate them because you see the bombs, like, going to hit a decent amount of people, but then you see a nice little chunky target like a Barrack getting stunned. You're like, oh, fuck, I could have just lit him up. Ooh.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice.
So much damage.
Oh, left side. Yep. Pre-fire that. Nice. Beautiful. So good. I'm proud of you, Alex.
I think we're holding them a little bit better here.
He's probably so pissed we ran into that. And step into the light, more like step into the BK trap. The bomb coffin. I remember a while ago I made a video called the bomb coffin where it was me and I think Z1 or maybe it was Wiffle, and like I was Makoa and he was BK, and we would just like set up these like circle traps with chain reaction. Nice job with the kill. And then we would hook them and like twist them into the bomb coffin and just get one shotted. It was so fucking funny, dude. Oh no. Yeah, with BK, man, like if you would have hit those 3 bombs, that Barrack would be dead right now. You didn't hit those 3 bombs, Barrack's not dead. BK is just rough. You're probably gonna need to group up here, go for an ult. Nara with the wall, that's gonna stop any initial damage. I would ult. Especially if you see his right click go up, yeah. I don't know if he hit you with that. I would definitely, since it's a 0-3, I mean, like, we're good right now, but everything could just go to south real quick. No, 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 don't force it. Okay, good, good. Yeah, I would have ulted on the left side, but it looks like it was smart saving it.
Nice, nice.
I just hate when you're sitting there and you're just like, everything's going good, everything's going there, and then 2 of your teams just go dead, and you're just like, ult now? No, that sucks. So I don't find BK ult to be all that great.
I think if I can... ult on him.
For the point fight. It can be in certain situations, but there's a lot of times I'm just like, I'd rather just stick 2 bombs on a person and kill them without like having to roll in front of someone and take a bunch of damage, especially with someone like Vivian who can just hold left click, or a Zen who can press right click, or whatever, you know, they can they can counter, or they can billow and shit. So I feel like BK ult kind of loses a little bit of its effectiveness. But like I said, your loadout's solid. You're going Cauterize 3 with level 1 Life Rip, and then I think level 2 Haven. Obviously, you want Haven because, you know, the whole other team is Haven.
Yeah.
2 people on the point again. There's an Amani on the left side.
Over there on the right side.
If you would have ulted right there, which I think would have been legit, you would have avoided the CC. Use that pillar as line of sight. Fuck that Vivi in her face. Hell yeah, that felt good. Big damage? Ah, bummer. Some pretty good damage there, but this guy wasn't able to finish off anything. Bummer. I think he targeted the Zen over the Amani, and I think that was a kind of a big blunder there.
You got him, Tiberius.
Oh, good kill by the Tiberius.
Cool. Love how everybody's just getting behind. Awesome.
Oh man.
Ah, bummer. You're gonna need to back off. They don't have comeback mechanic. Hide in that corner there. If you push too much, they might see you. Okay, you got a Sky Buddy. At about 73, or like once it gets mid 70%, that's when you're going to Grumpy on point. Grumpy on point now. You got to get them off the point.
Oh, I need someone to touch. I need someone to touch.
Don't know if you're going to be able to get to it. No, bummer. Maybe going a little bit sooner just to get on there. So like, because you just never know what's going to happen, right? Like they didn't have an Inara, so they didn't have someone that could just like pop up a wall. But a lot of times, so I see even myself, where I'm like, I think I can get there. I'm going to wait until like 80%, but I don't think of other shit that can go wrong, like their Grumpy going off, or they don't have a Grumpy, but you know what I mean? A wall going off. They didn't really have anybody to really stop you, but damage, right? And there's 4 of them on the point. So getting that Grumpy onto the point to kind of say fuck off for a split second, and then allow you to get into position, and if you take a little bit of damage, maybe have a chance to get out of combat regen before you need to like make that push on there. But you also had the Sky, so I'm surprised that the Sky wasn't able to get there. I think the Sky definitely had the job to make the play on there. But fair enough. Now here's the thing: your first BK game was just baller. You just fucking wrecked, right? But I think there's a little bit of disparity between you and the enemy team's skill. Here, I think it was very even. Zen just looks like Zen is a nightmare to deal with BK at times. But if you catch him in between his cooldowns, you can just melt him in like 2 shots. That's really nice, but you also have to hit your bombs. Like Bomb King is just so fucking rough because he's so overpowered. If you put him in a vacuum and you say you hit every shot, he's like better than every champion in the game by far. His damage output, his burst, even his sustained damage, just left clicking and right clicking when they're nearby and doing like, you know, 80% of the damage. He's just insane. But like, you don't hit every shot. It's fucking hard to hit every shot. But when you're feeling it, you can make it happen, Captain. There's just a little bit too much going on the other side, like Vivian with her shield, being able to block some shit. It's kind of miserable trying to hit her tootsies with a bomb. And then Zen having 2 ways to get out of you sticking him multiple times, or in general, just being able to stop a bomb or 2 and then hit you with a screen size screen size hitbox. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. He has big ass hitboxes. It's hard for him to miss. So a lot of room for you to fuck up and not much for him to fuck up. But overall, solid loadouts. The loadouts and the items were solid, but the ults, I think it might be relatively hard to go for the Poppy Bomb ults. I noticed you try to do it on the last minute when you're trying to go on the left side. That was a hard one to do though. That was just like last minute, had to line it up perfectly to get back on there, and weren't able to pull it off. But maybe ults a little bit quicker. And using the ult sound to just scare people. That's my favorite thing to do with the ult. A lot of times I may ult and then like run into a corner and just roll there, and they're just like, oh shit, they're coming. Where is he? In the end, you want to like peek out around the corner and then catch someone. But yeah, ult just sucks with BK, man. It's so hit and miss. Kind of like Drogo's ult. Like you're pretty much guaranteed to get a kill. Kind of. Drogo's a little bit more guaranteed, but at the same time, you're putting yourself out so much, rolling at that slow pace. Just, you know, get a Grok to ult and then you go zoom, right? Easy peasy. But overall, solid gameplay from BK, and I don't know what else other than that, man. If you have any questions, hit me up on DM specifically with timestamps on, you know, like, should I have done this, should I have done that, and I'll try to help you out. But other than that, much love. Again, so sorry for delaying it so much, and you know, everybody loves ramen, I guess.